Today we have a matchup that brings together one of the sport's most tradition-rich programs and a Purdue team looking to close strong as we near the postseason. Iowa comes in 11-5 and duels after a thrilling win over number 10 ranked Michigan, but it's senior day for 8 Purdue seniors that would love nothing more than to go out with a dual dub over the Hawkeyes. Good afternoon and welcome inside of our Big Ten Plus broadcast. I'm Craig Combs, here with my broadcast partner Tatum Viramontes. And Tatum, we have finally made it. Purdue, Iowa, it's going to be electric here today.
Yes, I think what really stands out tonight is how many matchups are ranked on this card, which boils down to experience versus nationally ranked competition. Composure and execution are going to matter a lot, and that's what makes the duel so exciting.
Exciting indeed. 3 potential ranked matchups. We now send it over to the third of our team, Kayla Hellman.
Thanks, Craig and Tatum. Happy Senior Day, everyone, from Holloway Gymnasium, where Purdue's 8 seniors have just been recognized and will compete for one of the last times today. Iowa leads Purdue all-time 48-4-3, and their head coach, Tom Brands, is 14-0 against Purdue. Joey Blaze still remains undefeated with 16 wins, and there's only 2 regular season matches remaining. Let's see who takes it today. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Kayla. We now take a look at our Big Ten Plus match of the meet, and boy, do we have a good one. 165 pounds, a top 5 matchup.
Yes, both are under 5. Like he said, Joey Blaze is ranked number 4, and right underneath him is Caliendo at number 3, making this match a one to watch. Both have very different styles, but both come off very aggressive. Joey Blaze still with 16-0, and Caliendo right behind him with 13-2. Only 2 losses, which is honestly not that much.
We'll keep an eye on 165 pounds, but the other 9 matchups here this afternoon, as we said, a potential of 3 ranked matchups. And partner, what stands out to you today with these other 9?
Definitely at 125, we have Dean Peterson, who's ranked number 6 for Iowa. His style just makes him, he's a little more controlled when he does stuff, so that's definitely going to be a match to watch. Another one is going to be at 174 with Patrick Kennedy at Iowa against Aiden Costello, who's a freshman. Both are very aggressive, very quick on their feet, and always stay low. So those are 2 matches we want to keep an eye on.
And we'll kick things off at the top of the card here this afternoon at 125 pounds. Dean Peterson and Ashton Jackson will get us underway here in Holloway Gymnasium. They are finishing the introductions on the mat here this afternoon. As we said, senior day for the Purdue Boilermakers as they will honor 8 seniors. They honored them before the matchup. And we will have the coin toss here and get underway at 125 pounds. We thank you again for joining us this afternoon on Big Ten Plus. Purdue comes into the matchup trying to get back into the win column after dropping their last 2 duels. Iowa, as we mentioned, a massive comeback victory on Friday night against the Michigan Wolverines. And we are underway here at 125 pounds. Iowa brings a veteran stability at 125 with Peterson. He's a nationally ranked wrestler known for his positional control. Jackson looking to get some more Big Ten reps here against a solid 125-pounder.
As we're watching the match right now, what we're looking at is both of the opponents are matching each other pretty well, both staying low, a little controlled. You can tell Peterson's just being a little bit quicker than Jackson right now. He's trying to keep up, trying to match his pace, staying low. What a technique that helps you stay low to the ground is what we see commonly at 125 right now, is keeping that knee on the ground or putting that hand out.
Well, and Peterson comes in after a sudden victory takedown to keep Iowa alive on Friday night. He's a calm wrestler in extra time. He trusted his offense late on Friday. We'll see what he can do here against Jackson. A whole lot early on, just kind of a feeling out process from both of these wrestlers. Downloading the data, if you will. Early stall warning there. No score just yet. Great crowd out here this afternoon, partner. The Iowa Hawkeye faithful really travel well, making the trip here to West Lafayette.
Yeah, and that is a drive. That is a drive. Peterson in on the high single right there, climbing up that tree. Jackson go with that sprawl, trying to pick him up.
Jackson sprawling for his life right now, under 40 seconds, no points awarded. Peterson looking for the takedown. And the 3 points will be awarded, and Dean Peterson gets his first takedown of the matchup.
It's like a upside down piggyback ride, if you will, also an Iranian.
Peterson, the senior from Barnegat, New Jersey. The transfer from Rutgers, a 70-31 career record for the Hawkeyes. And Peterson will take the 3-0 advantage into period number 2. The redshirt sophomore from LaPorte, Indiana will start period number 2 in top positioning. Peterson also does have the advantage in ride time with 22 seconds in that first period. Jackson with a death grip, not allowing Peterson any breathing room. Peterson's still looking for it. And Jackson with the return to the mat.
Yeah, and what makes this match a little more interesting as we're watching it go on is we know Jackson's not ranked and Peterson sits at number 6, and so far he's only 3 points above him. And you can see Jackson is really putting all of his aggression, all of his forward pressure. That's what makes it a little hard for him to keep him down.
Well, and you have to imagine, too, that all of these wrestlers for Purdue, this is a big match for them. Wrestling against the Iowa Hawkeyes in a duel, this is a big-time environment, a big-time opportunity for Purdue. And so you have to assume Purdue will have their best foot forward here this afternoon. As you're seeing Jackson still holding on.
Yeah, either he's switching from that wrap around the body to a mat return, and then he's going for the crossbody and trying to break him down.
Well, and partner, as they stand back up now, in this period, Ashton Jackson has flipped the ride time. It was advantage Peterson, and now it's advantage Jackson. 44 seconds of ride time he has right now. And there's just under a minute to go here in period number 2. So a good job by Jackson keeping that top positioning and not allowing Peterson to get out.
Yeah, and it's honestly remarkable what we're looking at. A number 6 ranked wrestler, and Jackson's just able to keep up very nicely.
Beautiful move there by Peterson as he gets the 2-point reversal. And you see the quality of wrestling there from Peterson. He set that one up and he delivered.
He's very timed and meticulous in how he does stuff. He waits for the right moment. Of course, you can see him consistent. His consistent push through is when he kept sitting out and doing his reversals until he got to where he is right now.
Peterson having a great year here in 2025, 2026, 8-3 record this season. And he will take a 5-point advantage into period number 3. A period dominated by Jackson, but right at the very end, Peterson was able to flip the script, and he will now start period number 3 in top positioning. And now it'll be up to Ashton Jackson to try to figure it out and get the escape.
The one notable thing we can take away from this match is how stable they are on their feet, especially Jackson with those stand-ups. It's very hard to mat return either of them when they're doing it to themselves, and those sit-outs, they're always being followed. It's honestly remarkable to see.
Well, and you see, too, Peterson, you see this arm coming up around it, and he's trying to grab a hold of the shoulder of Ashton Jackson. What is that doing leverage-wise?
That's a spot. It's like a half spiral right now. You're trying to pull that shoulder down, kind of remove your 4 points of contacts into 3, hoping the table will fall on one side essentially. So that's exactly what he's trying to do. That's a tactic we can do, especially because it's hard to get control of legs that are so spread apart, which is what Jackson's doing, preventing him being taken down. And then Peterson's really just coffee grinding or doing that spiral ride, anything to get him on his flat on his stomach.
Well, and what's the fine line between that being a legal hold and that being almost of a choke, because it's kind of across the face and neck area? I understand you're trying to grab the shoulder, but kind of explain that to me and what he's trying to avoid, to allow that to continue to happen.
So your arm has to be underneath your opponent's arm. As we can see right here on the left-hand side, Peterson's arm is crossing over underneath Jackson's arm from underneath and onto his neck. So it's not necessarily a choke if you have an arm. Same thing when you're doing anything else as well.
Well, Peterson is using that to his advantage here, a dominant third period. Peterson has flipped the ride time now with 1 minute and 10 seconds. The 1 point escape was given to Jackson as both wrestlers will start in neutral here, under 30 seconds to go. It's a 5-2 score now. Jackson with an opportunity if he's able to shoot in and get a 3-point takedown here. But you still have to factor in the 1 point of ride time Peterson has built up. And Peterson gets the 3-point takedown, and he's looking for more. Under 10 seconds.
He's got that cradle locked in.
And Dean Peterson will pick up the victory at 125 pounds. The Hawkeyes on the scoreboard first. We transition now to 133 pounds. We have Drake Ayawa from the Hawkeyes against Jacob Makatange. 7-6 record for Ayala, 8-5 for Makatange. And it appears as if the Boilermakers made a quick change on the mat correction. Blake Borman will be stepping on for the Boilermakers. The redshirt senior from Evansville, Indiana will get the mat time against the ranked Ayala. And we're underway here at 133 pounds. Borman and Ayala. 8th ranked Drake Ayala, the senior from Fort Dodge, Iowa, steps onto the mat, a 72-22 career record for the Hawkeyes. As Ayala shoots the single and he gets the 3-point takedown. Now Borman tries to go to work. Borman gets the 1-point escape. Borman looking for one.
Borman in with that single, trying to trip that right foot right there, dragging him back inside. Now this is one of the trickiest parts of the match, trying to keep your foot in the mat while also getting your 3 points. Still not awarded yet.
The Boilermaker faithful want the 3. They're not going to get it. We know Blake Borman is capable. Saw him a week ago take down Lucas Bird of Illinois. He wasn't able to complete the takedown over on the edge of the mat, so we'll see what he can do now. Back to neutral. 3-1 is the score. Ayala comes in after a 21-5 tech fall victory against the Michigan Wolverines on Friday. Ayala showed on Friday what he can do when bonus points are non-negotiable, as he looks to shoot there. Nice sprawl. Borman blocking the takedown. Blake Borman, the redshirt senior from Evansville, Indiana. He transferred to Purdue this season from Chattanooga, where he had a solid career.
something to note about this match, what we're watching right now is just a lot of repetitive going for it and takedowns. Like, both Ayala and Borman have that skill, have that competition, aggression, but you can see that they're matching up to each other very nicely, meaning like they're both changing levels at the same time. They're both able to do things. It's just a matter of who can get that takedown first. And what we're seeing right now, it's a little bit of a scramble, and Ayala with that 3.
Ayala's so silky smooth. He's able to get that 3-point takedown. He now leads 6-1 under 15 seconds here in period number 1.
Ayala trapping those legs right there, breaking them down. Getting that style right in.
6-1 is how we will head to period number 2. A plethora of action there in period number 1. Blake Borman will start in top positioning here as we get underway. What is your opinion here for this matchup at 133 pounds? We saw 125. What does Blake Borman do to try to get some points here, to try to put some more score on the board?
Well, the similar thing between Jackson and Borman is they have very similar styles. They kind of wrestle low and calculated, but also with that quick aggression, making it a little bit harder for their opponents. Ayala, what's good about him is he watches. You can see him consistently watching Borman, watching his move, matching his movements, seeing if he can counter anything so he knows what's going on.
Ayala has been a strong scorer all season with a solid mat control. Borman does bring a senior composure here into this tough matchup, but it's a really experienced versus a high level of consistency here. We'll see if Borman can figure out the Rubik's Cube that is Drake Ayala. 7-1 is the score here.
Ayala with that quick go around right there, getting a little caught.
Ayala is a takedown machine. 10-1 now after his 3rd takedown. And he allows the 1-point escape, but you also have to assume at this point in time the rate in which Ayala's been taking Borman down, it's I'm going to let you up and give away 1 point to get 3 more back.
Yeah, now we're in the point of the match where they kind of know each other and they're getting to know, or at least Ayala knows how to work Borman, and that's why he's able to build up his points and consistency of what's going on, timing everything meticulously. And then Ayala with those underhooks trying to trip him forward. Still got that arm caught, so it's not a full 3 yet. Pulling it out.
There's the 3-point takedown, and now Ayala is thinking bonus points here. 13-12 is the score. Under 20 seconds to go, period number 2.
And I think what makes wrestling so great, it's so universal. What we saw earlier from Ayala is he just put his arm underneath, which can go as either like a head and arm or like a throw, but also in judo it's called an uchimaga, and that's exactly what you do is you put an arm underneath and you stick your leg out trying to toss him forward and propel him, and that's exactly how he got his 3 against Borman right there.
And do you think that he'll try to go back to that same movement here? I mean, again, 13-12, he's a few points away from getting the tech fall.
I definitely think so. Once it's something that you see you can compete and it works on the other person more than at least once, it's something you want to go for consistently. Borman's still trying to go for that shot on those lower legs, capturing anything. He's got one control of the leg, stood back up.
He had one, loses the headgear, still working. And they will reset, but my goodness. Drake Ayala has been electric here at 133 pounds. A dominant performance for the Hawkeyes. So Borman will get the headgear back adjusted. Borman tries to take a breath as he is in some quicksand right now.
Just a little quick fashion change before the 3rd round.
So 1 minute and 39 seconds to go here, period number 3. Ayala leads Borman 13-3. Ayala seeking back-to-back Tech Fall victories this weekend. 21-5 on Friday against Michigan. Now looking for one here today against Borman. He shoots, and he completes the three-point takedown, and he lets Borman right back up. Going and looking for more. Ayala on the attack. Single leg. And there's the three-point takedown. 20-4. Very similar to what we saw on Friday night, and Drake Ayala will get the victory at 133 pounds. The dominant season continues for the number 8th ranked wrestler in the country at 133. Series history between these two clubs, a series that has been dominated by the Iowa Hawkeyes. 48-4-3, 22-3-1 in West Lafayette, and the last time Purdue beat the Hawkeyes in a duel, 1961, Tatum. I don't think either you or I were around during that time period.
No, most definitely not. So hopefully we can see some extra adversity going on, a little more competition, and hopefully Purdue can see a couple wins in here.
We'll see if the Boilermakers can turn the page. We turn the page ourselves to 141 pounds. It'll be Isaiah Schaefer, freshman from Evansville, Indiana, taking on Cale Peterson, the sophomore from Rockwell, Iowa. And it is Schaefer, not Clark, at 141 for the Boilers, and Cale Peterson for the Hawkeyes. A big opportunity here for the freshmen of the Boilermakers. Been competing in unattached events here this season. Cale Peterson, the sophomore from Rockwell, Iowa, 25-7 career record. He's the Dan Gable Mr. Wrestler in 2023. High school stud and out of the state of Iowa. Some good movement there from Schaefer. He gets some love from the home crowd.
Yeah, you could definitely see Schaefer's still freshman kind of aura going on right now. He has a lot of high school qualities, which is being quick, fast, scrambling, which is something we don't really see very often in college. It's more controlled timing things. It's very good seeing this match.
Peterson comes onto the mat after a decision. He lost by major decision on Friday in a single leg. As Peterson in some deep water here as Schaefer looks to complete the movement.
Peterson trying to lock up Schaefer's body to prevent him from climbing up the tree, making it a little bit harder. Schaefer's going to push off that foot to get around, and Peterson's just going to push on his back. Still no points.
Schaefer digging. The fans in West Lafayette want it, and they'll get it. Schaefer with the three-point takedown. Under a minute to go here, period number 1. Schaefer looking for more. Climbing up the tree.
Now, I might be mistaken, but this might be the match to watch. A true freshman just really going on, and that's all it is. It's just pure confidence, and that's exactly what we got from Schaefer, and that's how he got his first 3. You see Peterson slowly building up on his base, trying to stand up.
Schaefer locked onto Peterson near the edge of the mat there. Peterson tries to escape.
With the Granby
Schaefer's
right
not
there.
going to allow it.
Follows the Granby right there.
The Boiler faithful want the 2-point escape. Schaefer's not going to get it. It's 3-0. 6 seconds to go, period number 1. You have to assume, too, for a freshman like Isaiah Schaefer, you don't know, right? It's not what you don't know. He's he's young enough where you don't know. It's just go
Yeah.
out there and do what you're trained to do, right?
There's a little unpredictability when it comes to new wrestlers into the college area. It's completely different from high school, especially the speed and the tempo and how you hold your body in a match. And I think that's what makes it more intriguing with Schaefer being a freshman and Peterson just coming in with experience.
I just saw Schaefer, as he took a couple of deep breaths, mouth the words, wow, and we agree with you.
We really do. There's a lot of good actions from him coming right now. He's really keeping up that intensity, and so is Peterson trying to stand up every moment. He's not giving any adversity up either.
So Schaefer does have the ride time right now, over a minute as it climbs, and Peterson tries to get the escape here. Saw some good action from Peterson earlier on in the first. Tom Brand's yelling at the referee to get the tape off the mat. Still is able to see the 1-point escape, so it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, what we just saw a little bit earlier, Schaefer is matching every movement, counteracting every movement that he's doing. If something's not working, he immediately reaches for that leg that's closer to him or that arm that's closer. No matter what he's doing, he's matching Peterson's level. Peterson's a little more articulated right now, trying to find a way into Schaefer's mind.
Move, counter move here at 141 pounds. As Peterson tried the width there, but Schaefer was able to keep his feet about him. Under a minute to go, period number 2. I have to assume that if Schaefer is able to get in there and get another takedown, this place is going to come unglued. Just as many Boilermaker fans here today as there are Hawkeye fans. Great defense there as Peterson went to shoot. Schaefer sprawls. Under 30 seconds.
You can tell Peterson's just getting a little upset right there, shaking that hand really hard off of him.
I was just going to ask you, when they locked up there, what's the shaking of the arm?
Oh, he's just trying to get him down right there.
And Schaefer gets the 3-point takedown. Excuse me, Peterson gets the 3-point takedown. It's 4-3 now. So Cale Peterson was able to shake it off in period number 2, and he comes out up 4-3. It'll be a sprint here in period number 3.
And what we're seeing right now, it was Schaefer's choice, and his coaches made the right decision. He is down 1 point, so he chose bottom to get up and get his 1 point to even out the score, and then it's going to be a tie-up, and who gets that point.
Both wrestlers trying to get a couple more breaths in there. You see Isaiah Schaefer going through in his head what he wants to do here in period number 3. This benefits Cale Peterson as he's able to get a little extra breath after the hard work in period number 2. Not sure what is going on. We have a timeout here. And it looks like we will reset here. Clock reset to 2 minutes, so period didn't officially start. And now we're underway here in the 3rd period.
Peterson clamping down really nicely with that spiral right up there, pushing him down, trying to trap that leg. Schaefer not giving in, still standing up no matter what, peeling those hands back and staying on his base.
Dean Peterson has a vice grip. We saw that in period number 1. And what does Schaefer need to do to try to escape or break free, get a little bit of room between him and Peterson?
Exactly what he's doing right now. He's peeling those hands. He's building to his base just like that. And he breaks free and cuts away. That is a beautiful move. Not something that we see so highlighted in college. Like I said, true freshman right there.
And now, partner, here we go. Over the top of the roller coaster. We have 1 minute and 9 seconds left. 4-4 is the score. Next score potentially could win this matchup here. We've seen both wrestlers take each other down once, each with an escape point. Under a minute now.
what could get Peterson this point is his quick and articulated movement. Schaefer, how he could get this point is just how quick he is, how fast, how reactive he is to things. And it's beautiful.
Couple of good shots there by Peterson. Schaefer was able to sprawl. Peterson shoots, no points, has the single. Schaefer gonna have to do some work here, coming up on 30 seconds in the period.
Schaefer's got that wizard hard. He's trying to scoot to the outside, a little less than 20 seconds left.
Tries to roll through it. No points awarded.
No points.
Schaefer trying to get it.
With that leg.
15 seconds.
13.
No points awarded. Coming up on 10 seconds. Boilers want the points. No points awarded. 5 seconds. Off the side of the mat. They're going to stand them up. Oh my goodness. The Boiler faithful can't believe it. They want the 3. 3 seconds in the period.
I don't think we've ever seen a match like this. A true freshman just pushing through and showing everyone that it doesn't matter how long you've been wrestling, it matters how much adversity and how much confidence you have in yourself.
And not so fast, my friend. They're going to go to the review here. There is a possibility that Purdue will get this 3-point takedown on the review. What a matchup we're seeing here at 141 pounds.
Yeah, and unfortunately that riding time is under a minute, so it doesn't necessarily qualify.
And after the review, we are stuck deadlocked at 4. 3 seconds in the period. And time will expire. Partner, we are headed to sudden victory at 141 pounds. Here we go. First score to a victory. Schaefer and Peterson at 141.
I don't think we have been in sudden victory in a very long time, and it's so glad to see it at this weight class.
Every movement matters here. Who can get the first score? We've seen both wrestlers with a takedown. But both gassed after a grueling 3-period matchup.
Schaefer in with that single, circling around.
Has the single. Schaefer tries to get positioning. Both wrestlers fighting for it. Schaefer still has the leg. No points awarded. Both wrestlers back to their feet. What a matchup at 141. Schaefer, Peterson, and Dean Peterson. Cale Peterson comes in and gets the 3-point takedown. In sudden victory, the 7-4 victory. Oh my goodness.
What a match at 141.
Cale Peterson earned that one, fighting all the way through, getting that 3-point takedown. We now transition, after a deep breath, to 149 pounds, where we have Ryder Block, the sophomore with an 8-5 record, and he'll step on the mat to take on the junior, Gavin Brown, with a 16-8 record. After 141 pounds, what does 149 pounds have in store for us here? Ryder Block, the sophomore from Waverly, Iowa, steps onto the mat with a 10-9 career record. Two-time Fargo national champion. And he locks up with the redshirt junior from Lebanon, Ohio, number 31 ranked wrestler in the country at 149 pounds, and Gavin Brown. Brown shoots in. Nice sprawl there by Block. And they'll stand him back up. Block had a competitive loss on Friday. He scored late, but he couldn't flip the result. He's right there against Michigan. He had a couple of late exchanges that really made the difference. He looks to get back on the winning track here today against Brown. Brown has been competitive in nearly every duel this season. 17-6 record coming into the matchup here this afternoon. Iowa leads in the duel right now, 11-0. The Boilers looking for their first points here of the afternoon. Thank you for joining us again here on your screens this afternoon. Craig Combs. Tatum Viramonte is here with the call for you.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now, it's still kind of that first quarter or first period gist of it where the opponents are filling each other out. Block and Brown kind of have different styles a little bit. See, Brown likes to stay a little bit lower and Block likes to do a little walk around. And I think that's what makes it a little bit hard to figure out how your opponent is wrestling and what exactly we're doing and what shots you should be taking against that kind of opponent.
And what do you do when you're on the mat with a wrestler with a conflicting style or a style that's different than yours? How do you translate that to the mat work?
Most times, sometimes like you'll see, hey, this opponent's lower than me. I can't do certain shots, or I'm gonna bump them up, or how you are able to move the opponent who is working against you or bucking against you necessarily.
So that's why the first period is such a a time period where you learn about your opponent and you're essentially planning out how you're going to attack the rest of the matchup, right?
Yeah, exactly. And most might see that, nothing's really going on, but there's so much that goes in the first period. It's learning how your opponent is moving, where their hand placement and where their pressure points are being put. So even though it doesn't look like a lot, the wrestlers are feeling a lot and how to execute their moves.
Mat return there from Block. His Block started in top positioning here, a 0-0 score. About 15 seconds into period number 2 at 149 pounds.
And so what we're looking at is Block learned a lot about what Brown was doing just by hand fighting. Brown stays low, he keeps his butt low, so Block is going to capitalize on his pressure on the back and towards his lower area, trying to keep him on the ground.
Block doing a really nice job right now controlling Brown. Another mat return. Brown was to his feet and Block said, no, you're not. Coming right over here into our front door. Working towards the edge of the mat. And the wrestlers will head back to the center. It was almost as if Block was looking up, waiting for the referee to blow the whistle and stand him back up. Hey, we're far enough off the mat over here.
Yeah. We're getting a little close.
Block continuing to bump up that ride time over 1 minute and 15, 16 seconds and counting as we go here. Under 40 seconds in period number 2, no score still. And what's your opinion on the scoring? You want to see a high-scoring matchup, or do you want to see low scoring and getting and taking it down to the last few seconds of the third period, kind of what we saw at 141?
I think that's what makes it exciting, is you never really know. What's most intriguing to me is when you have very close points coming up. not a lot of that mat return or stuff like that, but the actual shots in the reversals, that's what makes a match so exciting, and that quick scrambles, that's what people like to see.
Well, we will scramble our way to period number 3, a 0-0 deadlock at 149 pounds. Are we going to be in store for another sudden victory here if no points are scored in period number 3?
Well, that would happen if Gavin Brown is able to keep Block down for the full 2 minutes. That would cancel out his riding time completely.
Well, and it's crazy you say that because the ride time is synced up with the period time right now. So if about another 40 seconds, 50 seconds, if Brown's able to ride it out, it will even things up. But as it stands right now, Block does have the advantage in ride time, so he would be awarded the ride time point.
Brown was trying to get that chicken wing, ended up getting his leg caught when he tried to throw it in. Now Block is capitalizing on that, trying to stand up on his leg, bridge up like that.
Is this a good position for Brown to be able to roll Block over for an attempt? Does he have the positioning to be able to do that?
Yes, but he is, as we can see, just a little bit high. His legs aren't fully locked in, mainly because Block has such great defense against it. But typically what Brown is trying to do is trying to throw both legs in and arch his back to let him go.
Brown lets go after he gets the ride time under a minute. So 1-0 is the score. Brown shoots the single. Nice sprawl there from Block. Brown tries to finish the movement, looking for the three-point takedown. Pulling Block
Elevating
back
that
in.
leg. All Brown's got to do is elevate that leg right there. He's got a little car right there, a little less than 30 seconds right now to pull him back in.
No score. Leroy Vega, you can see in the foreground, yelling at the official on the mat. Where is the three-point takedown? None awarded. Again, they will head over to the monitors to take a peek. We saw this played out for the Boilers at 141 pounds. Let's see if it changes at 149. What's your opinion, Tatum? You think the takedown, you think he's going to be awarded the takedown or no?
I mean, by looking at what the refs have been calling, what they've been doing, I would assume that they're probably going to say no takedown. But, I mean, I feel like we've had the pretty good view, and I saw 3 points of contact on the body.
Well, for our new viewers listening at home, watching Big Ten Plus, thank you for joining us today. Can you explain what a takedown is by rule? We'll take one more look here.
So what we're looking at right now is when you have 3 points of contact on the body, and that's what Brown has right here. He had it for a moment where he had 2 legs locked up as well as the arm in the back. It's covering the body, making sure your opponent couldn't do anything. And typically it's a full cover of the body, but anything counts.
Thank you so much for educating our audience at home. It appears as if the same result on the review, no takedown awarded, and the score is 1-0. So as it stands right now, Block leads 1-0. The ride time isn't a factor any longer, and we have 25 seconds to go here in period number 3. So Brown has 25 seconds to try to get that elusive takedown the Boilers have been looking for here these last 2 matchups. Block shoots. Good defense there from Brown as he's able to get out of it.
Good wizard by Brown. Good wizard by Brown. Now he's going to continue fighting shoot. It's just counter after counter with them.
And Block will get the 3-point takedown, and that one is academic. It's 4-0 now for the Hawkeyes with 3 seconds in the period. Wrestlers reset, and time will run out for Brown. Ryder Block gets the 5-0 victory. He puts that ride time back over a minute, gets the point. The Iowa Hawks Stony Buell, ranked number 28th in the country, the redshirt senior from Dundee, Michigan. Buell provides an upside and a big match experience. Voinovich offers veteran steadiness for the Hawkeyes. And we're underway here now at 157 pounds. Stony Buell, one of 8 Purdue seniors being honored here this afternoon, being senior day. Buell has been a captain for this squad, a veteran leader. I'm sure Stone Cold Stoney would like to walk off the mat today against a victory against the Hawkeyes. Voinovich would like to stifle that win for Stony Buell, coming in with a 37-23 career record, 7 wins all time against ranked opponents. He also competed for Serbia, the 2025 UWW World Championships. Wrestling at 157 pounds today, but Voinovich also a 2023 NCAA qualifier at 149 pounds. You'll try to shoot the single there. Voinovich with some defense.
Yeah, not a lot going on right now. Like we've said before, just feeling it out. As we get closer to the heavier weights, it's more about how you're holding your body and seeing if your opponent does more throws or does more shots. So as you go higher in weight, most wrestlers like to typically go for a throw. It's a little bit easier to get that underhook and a lot more control. But Buell, on the other hand, his shots are absolutely gorgeous and fantastic, and they look great. And same with Voinovich, he's amazing.
Well, if heavier weights are your thing, boy, do we have a surprise for you as we move along here in this one. We have a few top 5 ranked wrestlers coming up in the second half of this one. Joey Blazin, Michael Caliendo, that one is going to be electric. Patrick Kennedy at 174. And then Ben Cooter, top 10 in the country at heavyweight. I'm really excited for that one.
Ben Cooter does put on a great show.
Got to show some love to the big guys. 0-0 here in period number 1 as we're coming up on 30 seconds to go in the period. No score. Kind of on par with what we've seen here in these first 4 matchups. A little bit of action there. Nice job, Stony Buell, with some defense. Now near the edge of the mat, under 20 seconds. Buell with the underhooks.
Buell trying to pop him up, trying to trip over that foot right there.
Little smile over there from the camera guy, Matt's side.
Victor just not allowing anything to get past him right now.
That is how we will head to period number 2. 0-0 is the score with Buell and Voinovich here at 157. Buell will start in top position here in period number 2. And Voinovich will be working from the bottom. Buell trying to keep Voinovich down there and then puts that pressure on his back there.
Just with that chin whip, pulling him back. Beautiful execution right there. Wasn't able to latch on the arm, so he's trying to go for that chin whip, circling around.
I was just going to ask you, what prevented that from being a point scored from Stony Buell there?
He didn't have the grip tight enough. That's all there was to it, is he didn't have it locked in.
Voinovich getting the 3-point takedown. He now leads 4-0. After getting the escape point as well. And the fine line here in college wrestling, we've seen how close Purdue has been to getting these points scored here today, but just not able to complete the movements.
Yes, and I think that's what makes all of these matches so amazing, because I know Iowa has just this reign of terror over Purdue, but we see that Purdue's putting in a lot of work, putting in the adversity, and this year, maybe next year, we'll be able to beat Iowa for the first time since 1961.
Well, when you talk about the culture, it's the culture at Iowa, and over the last 30, 40, 50 years, the culture, but also being so good with the details, being able to, like you said, finishing those moves, getting the hand over, getting the spot, getting both legs. And Iowa known for that and has been known for that for a long time. Wrestlers will stand back up. Buell and bottom positioning. Voinovich on top, 4-0, 25 seconds to go in period number 2. Buell running right to the edge of the mat and earns a mat return for his troubles. And we'll head back to the middle and start it all over again. Voinovich trying that big mat return again. Buell blocks it. Under 10 seconds to go. You hear the Purdue coaching staff from the sideline yelling at Buell to grab the shoe.
Yeah, to elevate it, to release Voinovich from the grasp, which is, Voinovich has a really tight grasp all around Buell right now, whether it's on his arms as the front headlocks or even around the legs where he's just cross-bodying him. That's why we see Buell struggling a lot to get up and why he's getting mat returns so much, just because of that tight grip he's got.
Well, that's something that I've noticed here in this first half with the Iowa Hawkeyes is the grip strength that everyone at every weight class we've seen has been electric.
It's just that consistent pressure, which all of them are doing. It's very controlled too. It's not, Buell is not being flown up in the air. He's being up and then straight down. Voinovich and trying to get that half Nelson right now, rolling that wrist and pushing through.
Yeah, Voinovich going to work here on Buell. Buell is in some deep water. A minute and 30 seconds of ride time for Voinovich. As we come up under a minute and 10 seconds to go in period number 3.
Yeah. Voinovich got Buell's legs trapped pretty good, which is why we can see Buell kind of flailing his legs a little bit. What that does is it helps create a little bit of traction because Voinovich's feet are stuck together right there, as we can see they're crossed, making it hard for Buell to push his legs out and kick out. So the more little movement you have in everything you do, the more it helps you get out of it.
Well, and you've mentioned a couple of different times here in this matchup climbing the tree, and you saw there Voinovich was literally sitting almost in the middle of Buell's back, where he had complete dominance over top and bottom of Buell's body.
Yeah, that's just perfect execution, exactly what you should do, just like that. A lot of forward pressure on that chest, what we can see, and he's locking that leg in. So what you can do is you can either lock 2 or 1. Either way, you're still good.
But once you have that 1 or 2 lock, but the 1 as we're seeing right now, then Buell can't go anywhere. You see him flop in there. He has the upper body in control, and then with that leg grapevine, I mean, if you're Stony Buell, you're along for the ride.
Exactly, yes. Voinovich has that chicken wing right now, trying to go for that half Nelson on the other side.
4-0 is the score. Under 10 seconds to go here in the third period at 157 pounds. And the Iowa Hawkeyes will clean sweep the first half of this matchup. They pick up their 5th victory. A dominant performance from Iowa here in the first half. Victor Voinovich III getting the win by decision. We head to halftime here in West Lafayette. Iowa leads Purdue 17-0. When we come back from the half, we'll have another report from our sideline, Kayla, and we'll head to 165 for a top 5 matchup. Here for the Purdue Boilermakers, 8 departing Purdue seniors, the most since 2021, and some names we've seen already perform here this afternoon. Blake Borman, Stony Buell, a couple to see coming up. Hayden Filipovich at heavyweight. But congratulations to the Purdue seniors and good luck in your future endeavors when you step off of campus. Also this weekend on Friday night, the Iowa Hawkeyes honored their 6 departing seniors. against the Michigan Wolverines on Friday night. Drake Ayala, we already saw him. We're about to see Michael Caliendo, but a collection of seniors for the Hawkeyes being honored as well. Speaking of, we now transition to our Big Ten Plus match of the meet partner, 165 pounds, a top 5 showdown. We're going to get that here right now.
Yeah, like I've said before, this is...
And he will lock up with number 3 ranked Michael Caliendo, the junior from Geneva, Illinois. 94-16 career record for Caliendo. Blaze has beaten multiple ranked opponents this season. Caliendo is an established All-American contender.
Off the rip, we can see a lot of aggression coming from both opponents. Caliendo coming with that hard, heavy pressure. Joey Blaze pushing back on it, swiping his feet back, preventing to get any shots.
Caliendo's 21-6 tech fall victory on Friday night. And the crowd really fed into the momentum swing in Iowa. He came off one of his most dominant performances of the season. Blaze still yet to be taken down this season. Dosey Doan will stand it back up, center mat. Now, partner, we've talked about the first period of each of these matchups up to this point. And all of those matchups have been feeling out processes. There's no feeling out here in this matchup at 165.
Absolutely not. Both of these are experienced wrestlers, have wrestled each other previously, or someone from their team most likely. Looking at them, it's just straight aggressiveness. They know what they're doing. Off the whistle, what we saw from Blaze is that immediately head tap, which can throw off your opponent, showing them, hey, I'm not going to back down, which is what we're seeing from Joey Blaze. Same thing from Caliendo. What we're seeing is there's a lot of pressure right now. Joey Blaze in on that high single right now, circling around trying to get it. Caliendo's got his foot stuck, making it a little bit harder, putting them in a possible stalemate.
Blaze was climbing up, no points awarded. Now Blaze stands up, still has that leg trapped by Caliendo, trying to break free. Blaze needs to try to pull that leg out to get the 3-point takedown.
The fun thing about experienced matches like this is you'll get in different positions and different scrambles that you have no idea what to call or what to do.
A deep pick on that ankle is Caliendo. Blaze digging, trying to get the call. No points awarded.
Blaze still fighting, even though he's on his side, circling around. He's still got that leg trap.
Blaze still has the leg, looking for the 3. 3 is the call. Blaze gets the takedown. Excuse me, no takedown was awarded. And the referee is shaking his head at Blaze, saying no 3. And the Boilers will take a look at it as Tony Ersland throws the brick out. Tom Brand's not happy, coming over to try to argue the call.
Yes, and if there was any match to get passionate about for the coaches, it is this one.
And what does Purdue have to do to get a 3-point takedown call here this afternoon? We've seen it 5-6 times.
Yeah, with just the coaches from Iowa coming up and throwing up different stuff. Yeah, see what we're seeing right here is, like I said, that 3 points of contact. He's got 2 arms around him and a lot of pressure on that leg. See, has nothing right there.
So no 3-point takedown. It's 0-0 with 30 seconds left in period number 1. Purdue still looking for it. Great defense there from Caliendo, and also the mat presence being by the edge of the mat. Under 20 seconds. Blaze pulls Caliendo in.
Good sprawl by Caliendo is what we're seeing right now.
Under 5 seconds, period number 1. And we will head to period number 2, tied at 0. A lot of action there in period number 1. No points scored between these two skillful wrestlers.
Caliendo already sitting out and standing up. Joey Blaze trying to hold him down with that crossbody. Anything he can do.
Blaze essentially on one leg right now. Cartwheels his way through. Caliendo still has a vice grip on that right ankle of Joey Blaze. Blaze has a hold of that left ankle of Caliendo. And what is Blaze trying to do with that momentum, with the grip on the ankle there?
Well, what he was trying to do is when you have that ankle, you're going to want to elevate it, like releasing their Caliendo's stability on that knee, flattening him out a little bit better. So when you elevate it really quick, it immediately just shucks him down to his chest. But what we're seeing right now is just like a casual sit out from Joey Blaze, and he's grabbing his foot to tie it a little tighter on Caliendo's body. Right now he's getting that chicken wing in that half. Throw it either way and you got some back points.
You see Caliendo peeking up at the clock here. Under 50 seconds in period number 2. Blaze in good positioning here. Caliendo trying to shrug Blaze off. And Caliendo, most of the way into the period, will get the 1-point escape. Blaze has the single right now. Blaze trying to get the 3-point takedown. He has both legs now.
He switches to a double, he circles.
Blaze tries to get that leg over. 3 is the call, and Joey Blaze finally gets the first 3-point takedown of the matchup with under 20 seconds in period 2. Under 10 seconds, Blaze trying to ride out the period, possibly looking for more. And edge of the mat, 3.1 seconds to go in the period. No time to slack though, as Caliendo can get the 1-point escape, and he does. Caliendo making the most of his time here. Still trails in this matchup. It's 3-2. And Caliendo will have top positioning as we get underway in period 3. Blaze does have the advantage in ride time. He's at 1:35. It is counting in reverse right now with Caliendo on top. Blaze flips it around. Blaze so strong, trying to pull Caliendo up. Caliendo grabs onto that leg, no points awarded to Blaze.
Blaze sitting out, trying to put his pressure on the back, trying to sit.
Joey Blaze does have to be careful though. He does have the stall warning from period number 1. Doesn't want to get called and lose a point on a stall. Caliendo with a death grip on that leg of Blaze, and Blaze gets the 2-point reversal. 5-2 is the score. The real work begins now though for Joey Blaze. 5-2 is the lead. He has the 1-point ride time advantage. But Caliendo has to go to work now, and he knows. Caliendo gets the 2-point reversal, and he gets the 1-point escape. Blaze shoots the single. It's 6-4. Blaze, was awarded the 1-point escape. It's a 2-point matchup. 40 seconds to go in the period.
Blaze not letting go of that high C. Caliendo locking in his other side. So what is happening here is we could either have just a strong stalemate or Joey just going for that cradle. What he's doing is reaching for that other leg. Caliendo hopping over, going straight into the splits, pushing away. A little less than 15 seconds now.
Ride time is locked for Blaze. He's up 7-4. Under 10 seconds.
I'd be careful here, right here.
Kicking Joey in the back of the head from Caliendo. What is going on? But time will expire. And Joey Blaze looks to the faithful in Holloway with a smile and says, "That one's for you." Winner by decision, 7-4, as he upsets number 3 ranked Michael Caliendo. Blaze saying, "Are you not entertained?" Blaze, a sportsman himself, goes over to handshake the Hawkeye coaching staff. Blaze puts the Boilers on the board with 3 points. Oh, and partner, now we transition to 174 pounds, Patrick Kennedy and Aiden Costello.
Yes, Aiden Costello is a freshman. His record is 2-4. Great performance we saw from him last weekend as well. Patrick Kennedy, 13-1, only 1 loss and 4 tech falls. Absolutely amazing wrestler to watch. So excited to see his match.
Yeah, Patrick Kennedy, an absolute stud for the Hawkeyes. Number 3 ranked wrestler in the country at 174 pounds. A 13-1 record, as my partner mentioned this season. Tough hill to climb for Aiden Costello as Kennedy goes to work, 3-point takedown.
Automatically with that cow catcher, putting his head in the hole and circling around earned him that 3. No fancy movement, no pickup with the shot, no anything like that, just a simple cow catcher and go around.
Kennedy, the Minnesota native, in the midst of a big 5th-year senior season. Quick work. Kennedy gets the 3, his 2nd takedown of the period. I want to go back to 165 pounds. There's a potential we get to see that matchup 2 more times this season, both at the Big Tens and at the NCAAs. That is a top caliber matchup.
Yeah, and I think that this match right now really set the tone for both of them. Joey Blaze knowing what to expect, and Caliendo knowing what to learn and what to build upon, and how he will eventually defeat Joey Blaze, or Joey Blaze will hold his standing tile for it.
Great preview at 165 pounds as we move forward in this season, but some tough work here as Patrick Kennedy gets another takedown, his 3rd in the matchup. He now leads 9-2. Aiden Costello, the freshman from Hobart, Indiana, taken to school here on the mat this afternoon early on. It's almost an iron sharpening iron kind of a situation here, especially with Costello, the freshman, getting this experience on the mat against a wrestler to the caliber of Patrick Kennedy.
And I definitely think these are the matches that help a lot of the freshmen or newer wrestlers into the college level, help really a lot, because you're learning everything from an experienced wrestler who knows how to wrestle college style instead of high school style. And that's exactly why Costello is, even though down a point, he is learning way more.
Yeah, and there's no better experience than experience in a matchup like this one here, as Costello getting his 4th escape point of the matchup and now looking to do some extra work against Kennedy right over there in front of the Boilermaker bench. And Costello gets some love from the teammates. 12-4 is the score, 20 seconds to go, period number 1. And Kennedy, with that silky smooth duck under, gets the 4th takedown here of this matchup.
A lot of forward pressure by Kennedy, trying to break Costello down, but Costello's got a pretty good base as we're looking at it right now. A lot of pressure on his palms and on his knees, pushing himself up.
So a correction, Patrick Kennedy had 5 takedowns there in that first period. He leads 15-4. Going to assume Kennedy is going to go looking for a tech fall and maybe some bonus points here.
Looks like we got poked in the eye just a little bit.
Hope Aiden Costello is okay over there. The way he was reacting after he got, it looked like a headbutt or maybe
Finger just straight to the eye.
As he will walk over to the sideline and take a look. It's 15-4 right now. 5 seconds gone by in period number 2. Patrick Kennedy with the strong advantage. And Kennedy will sit down and take a breath. So we'll wait for the injury timeout here. We have a note here, the Iowa Hawkeyes, Hawks from the same nest. They have a couple of sets of brothers on the team. And the Hawkeyes, a family affair. 48 sets of brothers have gone through the program of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And I mean, it makes sense.
Definitely just amazing to see. There was a lot of things that we were thinking about as we're going through it. It's more so, hey, do we think that?
As we take one more look, not to cut you off there, partner,
Go right
but that
ahead.
what we thought was a poke to the eye, that looks like a knee to the eye. You saw, if we get another look at that one more time, you see the knee of Patrick Kennedy come up as Aiden Costello shoots in, and he gets a knee right to the eye. And that, regardless of a finger poke or a knee, but still, it hurts all around.
Oh, yes.
Hey, there's a couple of members of the Purdue volleyball team. Ryan McAleer, the libero for the Boilers, as we got another look at the knee there. An errant knee, clearly, but it's still painful nonetheless. Scanning the crowd here at Holloway. And we still have 184, 197, and 285 to come here this afternoon. Taking a little bit of a break from the injury. You see James Rowley over there getting ready for his bout coming up. Rowley, the redshirt junior from Corvallis, Oregon, and a couple of the Hawkeyes over on the bench as well. And a fun afternoon out here today, and we thank you again for joining us. We take one more look. There's the knee. Yeah, my partner just got that angle, and no good.
No, that angle just really capitalizes. It was straight to the eye and right above the forehead. Looks like, and these are big dudes with a lot of muscle and strength behind every movement they do, so that's gotta hurt.
So we will wait to see here at 174 pounds if Costello is able to come back on to the mat. See a nice look there of Coach Brands. The Brands brothers and their Hawkeyes travel well. The last couple of seasons they've made the trip to West Lafayette. It's always a big time affair when the Hawkeyes are in town. 174 pounds after the medical forfeit. And now we'll transition to 184 pounds. James Rowley, we talked to him about him before throwing the break. The redshirt junior from Corvallis, Oregon, steps on the mat to take on Gabe Arnold. Arnold, the sophomore from Albany, Georgia. 12-4 record for Arnold, 11-8 for Rowley. And this should be a solid matchup here at 184 pounds for both these two.
Well, Arnold already off the rip, going off aggressive. Heavy on that head, quick on that feet. Rowley trying to keep up right now.
Arnold taking a page out of the Purdue Boilermakers playbook and trying to always be aggressive here. Gabe Arnold had a tiebreaker win with 10 seconds of riding time on Friday against Michigan. Solid composure and a good mat awareness for Arnold. Definitely showed some maturity on Friday, winning a match that came down to mat management. Rowley on the other side, ranked number 26 in the country at 184 pounds. An 11-8 record this season, 2-3 in Big Ten duels for the Law and Society major. He has picked up 5 bonus point wins this season, 1 fall, 1 tech, 3 majors. And he looks to go to work here now against Gabe Arnold. Iowa leads the duel 23-3. Boilers trying to fight to earn some points and possibly pick up a victory here as we round out the last 3 matchups of the meet. And both these guys started off like a rocket, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit here.
I know, I was expecting it to keep a quick pace and like a lot of scrambles, and they definitely are just more calculated right now, feeling each other out.
Nice defense there from Arnold as Rowley went to shoot. But Arnold shoots himself. Death grip on that ankle. Rowley tries to roll through it, but puts himself in a bad situation. And Arnold gets the 3-point takedown. Coming up on 30 seconds to go here in period number 1 at 184 pounds. Gabe Arnold has James Rowley in a tough spot here. See him working on that left arm there. Rowley back to his feet. Arnold lifting that leg up, trying to get the trip. Rowley doing a nice job keeping his base.
Beautiful trip by Arnold, and also great defense by Rowley. Both of them, you can see, are very coordinated on their feet.
Rowley looking over to the sideline, getting some instruction here. 1 second to go in period number 1. Arnold takes his time and gets up. Rowley was trying to mirror what the Hawkeyes did a couple of matches ago and get that escape point, but not enough time with only 1 second left. And in that scenario where you're trying to break the hands and get the 1 second, the 1 point escape, what are you looking for? What are the referees looking for? What do you have to do? Do you have to break the hands? Do you have to clear the body? What are you looking for to get the 1 point escape?
I mean, all of those things you just said are correct. Simultaneously is what you have to do. Clear the hands from your body, and then also just no points of contact from your opponent on them. If Rowley just had like 2 extra seconds, he would have totally got those points. Arnold grabbing through that.
Off to the side of the mat, and they'll reset. And partner, thank you for that. We're not just trying to inform here, we're trying to educate as well on Big Ten Plus.
Yes, of course.
So 3-0 is the score, 1 minute and 29 seconds to go here in period number 2. Arnold holds the ride time advantage. He has about 16 seconds. Rowley working from top positioning here.
You can see both Arnold and Rowley just a little bit out of breath. The way they're fidgeting with their stuff or fixing their headgear right before they step onto the mat ready to wrestle. Just gives them a few extra breaths, which will need. Rowley with that follow.
Oh my goodness. Over to the sideline. Arnold with a little stare. We've talked about that for a couple of months now and wondering if somebody go off the edge like that. And Rowley and Arnold after a little pose down, now back to the middle.
That just shows you how much power and aggression that these two men are capable of, and we're not fully seeing it right now because everything's calculated and articulated.
Something tells me that was counterproductive for James Rowley as Gabe Arnold is back to his feet and he seems super pumped up. Under a minute to go, period number 2.
Just a lot of forward pressure putting on Rowley from Arnold.
36 seconds to go here, period number 2. He's pulled on there from Arnold, but Rowley takes advantage and shoots the leg.
Good circle by Rowley. Automatically from that takedown, he's trying to go straight into a half.
No points awarded. Under 5 seconds to go here, period number 2. Purdue looking for that takedown. Arnold not allowing Purdue to get the points. Rowley looking over to Tony Ersland and the coaching staff, looking for some final words here as we head to period number 3. Gabe Arnold has looked really good here. Very controlled but aggressive, quick, sharp movements coming from him. Everything he does is with a purpose, especially you can see consistency every time he gets locked up. He tries to Granby out of it, and it works for him almost every time. When Arnold's giving up a few inches in height to Rowley, but you can see the smaller stature of Arnold is, really packed it in there. Both wrestlers gassed right now, though, as you see the hands on the knees there from Arnold. He's talked about the little quirks of catching your breath. Arnold's pulling his singlet down past his kneecaps. Yeah, that's very common for people to do. The headgear, the little touching of their shoes or stuff. I was always hands on my head. When I was blown up, it's hands on my head. Yeah. Rowley copying Arnold's movement with that Granby. Saw it work for Rowley, so he tried it himself, and it got him that one escape point right there. Yeah, it pays off for him. He gets on the scoreboard here with the escape point. It's 4-1. And Rowley's going to have to do some more work here as we head towards a minute and a half to go in period number 3. Purdue looking for their second victory here this afternoon. Iowa already with 6. Great defense there from Arnold. He's not letting Rowley get anywhere near those legs. 49.8 seconds to go in the duel. Rowley trying to pull that head of Arnold down. Arnold's just too strong. Rowley needs the 3 to tie this one up and possibly force sudden victory. Rowley with the trip, but Arnold got that wizard and really tight. What's going on? He's trying to circle, get around, keep that foot on the inside. Unfortunately, was unable to do that. So one more time, some great defense from the Iowa Hawkeyes. 23.2 seconds remaining. Rowley needing the 3-point takedown. Arnold needing the clock to move faster. Good sprawl and run in the bull ring. There is Arnold, and not allowing Rowley to get anywhere near. And Gabe Arnold will watch time expire at 184 pounds and will pick up the victory for the Hawkeyes. The winner by decision. The 7th victory of the matchup for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Arnold getting some love from his teammates over there on the sidelines. We now look at 197 pounds. Of Harvey Luddington, the freshman, stepping on the mat to take on Noah Weaver. 2 true freshmen. Very excited to see this match because, like I said before, 2 freshmen coming in from high school, obviously wrestle still with that scramble, with that I need to get what I need to get mentality. So I'm very excited to see what they've learned in college and also them meshing into it. And Ludington is coming off of a big performance, his first career win at Carver Hawkeye on Friday night against the Wolverines. It was an emotional moment for Ludington, feeding off that crowd at Carver Hawkeye, one of the most electric environments in all of college wrestling. And it was a milestone moment for the 197-pounder, definitely a confidence builder as he looks to make it 2 in a row here this weekend. And for Noah Weaver, another freshman getting a big opportunity here for the Purdue Boilermakers.
Noah Weaver so far this season is 10-3. As a freshman, that's really good. Not a lot of losses and a lot of experience winning. Good controlled movement by Weaver right now.
And that's why this matchup is so fun here at 197 pounds. It's 2 freshmen that are both kind of learning as they go, learning on the job, if you will, at the Big Ten level, as you see Ludington getting the first takedown of the matchup. The one thing you do have to watch out for, with the younger wrestlers, with the freshmen, is the composure and being able to keep your composure on the mat when the lights are on brightest.
Exactly right. It's what we're watching right now. Is Ludington is on top, rolling that wrist and rolling it tight, hopefully breaking Noah Weaver down just a little bit, but he's fighting very aggressively, very strong. That's why you can see Ludington's knees consistently up in Weaver's butt, like trying to push into it to create pressure.
Creating pressure by bringing that leg up the body, correct? You were talking about it a couple of times earlier on, climbing up that tree. And we've seen in this second half a couple of wrestlers, Ludington being one of them, being able to effectively climb up the body.
Yeah, what's different about what's going on right now, though, is Ludington he's using to move up Weaver's body by getting a cradle. That's why he's elevating that leg onto one side. Cross, that didn't work out for him, so now he's trying to go for a cross face into something else.
Weaver able to wiggle his way out of it and get the 1-point escape. It's 3-1 now as we come up on 20 seconds to go in period number 1. Under 10 seconds to go here in the period. And time will expire. 3-1 is the score as we head to period number 2.
Harvey Ludington, great record at his high school, 3-time New Jersey State champion, 154 wins and 3 losses. Absolutely crazy as a high school wrestler.
That is ridiculous, especially coming from a state like Iowa where they live, eat, sleep, breathe wrestling. That's an insane high school record.
It's almost unheard of. It's really, really good. And he's doing amazing on Iowa right now.
And crazier, even more than that, 78 of those victories were pins. Just in a dominant high school performance, and he's looking good here.
Absolutely phenomenal. Great sit out by Ludington, rewarding him that one escape.
And Harvey Ludington is a name that you will hear moving forward here as he climbs the ranks. Ludington with a 3-point takedown. Seven to 1 is the score. Ludington back to work here.
Weaver not giving up, grabbing his arm, pulling as much as he can, pushing his knees up to try and stabilize his base a little more.
So Weaver fighting there from the bottom. Tatum, what does Weaver need to do to try to reverse his positioning here? Ludington has really got that arm cranked in there.
Right now, Ludington's got that arm deep in there. It might be a little hard for Weaver to even do. What he can do is kind of, we call it just like a loose arm, your arm to fish it out, making it
that is
hard
in
for
deep, Tatum. That is deep in there. He has the attempt, but he's trying to get those shoulders down, and he does. Harvey Ludington will get the pin victory at 197 pounds. What a 285 pounds. Ben Cooter, the sophomore, taking on Hayden Filipovich, the senior. Cooter ranked in the top 10 this season. This is going to be a fun matchup, partner.
You can already tell a little bit of a lot of aggression going on right now. Just small little increment movements, what's going on.
Correction, and no disrespect to Ben Cooter. Ben Cooter not on the mat right now. It is Gage Marty, the junior from Salone, Iowa. And he is stepping on the mat with Hayden Filipovich. So Iowa giving their juniors some time and giving their top 10 ranked heavyweight the night off, as the Hawkeyes have already sealed up the team score at 32-3. So we'll have Filipovich versus Marty here at heavyweight. It's a benefit, definitely, to be able to do something like that. You can weigh in multiple wrestlers, and you can make the mat time decision of whether or not you're going to send out your number one or your number two. Definitely an advantage for the the opposing team that you're wrestling.
Exactly, I agree. But these two wrestlers wrestling just a little bit differently. We already know Filipovich doesn't really like doing a lot of throws. He's very good with his shots, very articulated. Marty, on the other hand, likes to pop one up from an underhook, and like a nice toss over would work for him.
It's been a tougher year for Filipovich this season. 6-10, 1-5 in Big Ten duels. He's earning his master's degree right now in finance. Filipovich also has competed in 3 different weight classes in his time at Purdue University. 184, 197, and 285. Under 25 seconds to go here, period number 1, no score. Marty and Filipovich at 285 as we finish out this duel here this afternoon. Thank you for joining us on your screens here today. Craig Combs and Tatum Viramontes. Kayla Hellman have had the call for you here this afternoon, and that is how we'll finish period. Marty will start in top positioning with Filipovich starting from the bottom. Filipovich trying to get up to that base. And Filipovich is able to get out of the grip of Marty for the 1-point escape. It's 1-0. Collar and elbow tie here. Both wrestlers working for positioning. Marty does have the advantage in ride time with 17 seconds here early on. 50 seconds to go here, period number 2. Big guys are a little bit more calculated here early on, Tatum. What are you seeing from them out there on the mat?
It's a little different when it comes to natural heavy, like the actual heavyweights. Like I said earlier, there's 2 types of way a heavyweight could go. We could either do more throws, which is more of Marty, what he's trying to do. He's trying to get his underhooks and throw it in. Filipovich is more of a shot kind of guy. He likes to get his high C's or his singles. That's why he's staying a little bit lower. But willing to get that underhook right there. A little combative against Marty right now.
Both wrestlers trying to put their good foot forward. And they will try to do that in period number 3. It's a 1-0 matchup right now. Filipovich holding the slight advantage, the only scoring being the 1-point escape. And now Marty will get to the same opportunity as he'll start from bottom positioning. Filipovich will start in the top position. Marty being a little bit bigger.
Yeah, Filipovich already trying to go for that spiral ride, tripping that foot. Marty's got a good base, though, evening out the score.
So now a sprint to the finish. It's 1-1. Both wrestlers with a escape point. And now 1 minute and 40 seconds to try to score the winning point here. It'd be a huge victory for Hayden Filipovich, the senior, from Indianapolis, Indiana. And as we mentioned, one of 8 Purdue seniors here today, and that would be a good way to go out. He's getting a victory on the home mat. Marty, however, trying to ruin the party for the Boilermakers here at heavyweight.
Filipovich going for those underhooks, trying to capitalize on Marty, who's just a natural person who stands up. All wrestlers wrestle different. Marty just likes to stand up as we're watching him, and Filipovich is really just focusing on that, throwing in his underhooks. But Marty also noticing that Filipovich is a lower wrestler.
Under 40 seconds as Filipovich tried to shoot. Marty sprawls, not allowing any movement. Has that head of Filipovich. Filipovich
Now
is able
there's
to
a
pop
lot
it
of
out.
pressure right here, the buck up.
And you saw that right there at the end. Filipovich was able to get those double underhooks. Was he looking for that kind of throw as well?
Exactly. That's exactly what we're seeing. If he just wasn't on the edge of the match, that was a perfect lockup right there, right underneath the things. And right now, this is where it gets a little more intense, a little less than 20 seconds. Heavyweights are trying to go for shots, and that immediate throw is what we're seeing. Getting those underhooks. Marty's got that underhook on one side, pulling it over.
Under 10 seconds.
Filipovich just running out the
Filipovich
time
trying to get the
a little
trip.
bit.
Works
Circling.
his way out. Marty doesn't get the takedown, and time will expire. And we will get some extra wrestling here on a Sunday afternoon. 1-1 is the score, and we'll head to sudden victory for the second time here today. Filipovich goes to shoot. Marty with a leg as well. An impressive performance from the freshman.
Yeah, absolutely great performance. By both of them. Very muscle competition. You could tell they're both pushing through it. A lot of mindset and a literal aggression.
We will step away for 60 seconds. We'll be back with the heavyweights here on Big Ten Plus. Gymnasium, and we take us a massive duel against the Oklahoma State Cowboys on February 22nd, and then Iowa. They will also be at the Big Ten Tournament March 7th through the 8th out at the Bryce Jordan Center in State College, Pennsylvania. But we will now head to heavyweight.
Marty in on that single, just running for it. Filipovich doing a little split, trying to get that wizard and pushing apart his hand.
Great sprawl there from Filipovich. Marty trying to complete the movement. Both wrestlers over there on the edge of the mat. And they will stand them back up in the middle. And we'll settle this one in the middle of the OK Corral here. A duel between the two heavyweights. 1-1 is the score here in sudden victory. There's that lock again. And Filipovich will walk off the mat with a victory at heavyweight. He gets the 3-point takedown. And the senior gets the marquee victory on senior day here for the Boilers.